What's a password?
Spoon.
Right, just a second. What's wanted, mate?
Cyrus.
Yurik. Welcome to the smuggler's den. What do you want?
I'm looking for Azara, my sister. Apparently, she did business with you occasionally.
That's right, she came by from time to time. Last time I saw her, she was after a piece of malachite for some reason.
Does the Restless League operate out of the smuggler's den?
We've always worked together, since way back before the Civil War. Mutual interest and all that. The League boys must be laying low. Haven't seen any of them in weeks. Yeah, no matter. Smuggling's good business, with or without pirates.
The Imperial occupation doesn't seem to have cramped your style much.
Everyone needs smugglers, like it or not. For instance, Rickton likes his Valen Wood wine. The League makes sure none of it arrives legally, and we make sure the palace cellar stays well stocked. Everybody wins.
A cozy little operation you've got here.
Thanks. We like to think so. Say, who gave you the password, by the way? So I know who I need to beat the hell out of.
Still, I'm surprised Rickton gives you such a free hand.
We have our uses. Like if you don't want the Emperor to know how much taxes you're actually collecting. As I said, everybody wins.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. Not that this place is such a secret. Half the town seems to know about it.
Yeah, well, we don't rate quite as highly as the Restless League on Rickton's enemies list.
What would Azara want with that?
Dunno. She sure wanted it bad, though. Traded me a League insignia for it. Said I could use it to get favors from the League. Yeah, but since then the League has vanished from Strossen Kai, so I'm stuck with a worthless piece of paper.
I could use that insignia Azara gave you. Can I have it?
Well, that depends. What's in it for me?
Hand it over, friend. That parchment was Azara's, and now it belongs to me.
The hell it does. I traded for it fair and square.
Ah, a businessman. I'd be willing to pay you for it.
Sure you would. Except I doubt you could afford it. That is, unless out-of-work thugs make more money than I thought.
You're pushing your luck, Blondie. I'll be happy to cut your throat if that's what it takes to find my sister.
Easy, mate. I got a sister of my own, okay? Listen, I can see it's important to you, so you may as well take it. Here. No hard feelings, okay?
Suppose you wanted to get into the governor's palace. Could you do it?
Not me. Governor tolerates our operation, sure, but he doesn't trust us. Rickton's a stickler for security, and no wonder. The League would love to put a knife in him. Nobody gets in the palace without a damn good reason.
It's been a pleasure, Yurik.
You're open! A sharp sword will be traitor. Surrender now! A sharp sword will be your death. Put it down.
I'll spill
You
yours
won't
yet.
escape, traitor. Put it down. Traitor. Surrender now.
I'll spill yours yet.
Put us. Surrender now. It's one of...
I'll spill your...
Shut. You won't escape. Surrender now. You won't escape. Put it down. Come on.
I'll...
Traitor. You won't escape.
What? What?
Hello again, Erasmo.
My hero!
Stay calm, Erasmo.
Surrender now. You...
I'll spill yours yet.
Come on. You... Come on. You won't escape. Surrender now.
Finally, a ship's coming. Time to find out where these pirates know.
It's mine! All mine! Mine, I tell you! Oh, slipped in there. Mother, oh, courage, little boy. Oh, steal my, oh.
5 gold pieces.
What do you want?
Where the hell is my sister?
And who the hell are you?
I'm Cyrus, brother of Azara, and I demand to know where she is.
I'm the one asking the questions. How did you get into the lighthouse?
One of your men, a prisoner of Richton's, gave me a key before he died of his wounds. And your code is keeping the local crazies up.
Thrown into the catacombs you were. Well, you've been busy. I'm impressed by the escape.
Just tell me where my sister is now.
It is not my place to give you that information. You'll need to talk to Basil, head of the Restless League.
I know my sister is in the League. Now take me to her.
I'm not sure why I am even talking to you. How do I even know you are who you say you are? I'm going to need some proof.
Take me to Basil if you're Justice Running Girl.
Basil doesn't just speak to anyone, especially a fool who'd use the signal during the day with all the Imperial warships around. If they find our hideout, well, be sure you'll be the first one we'll kill.
Proof of what?
Proof that you deserve the League's attention. Something that shows me I'm not taking a huge risk sailing you out to the hideout.
Surely you found a way to deal with Richton's fleet.
I dealt only to avoid them, not meet them ship to ship.
I heard you torched his flagship a while back.
A sly attack of ours. We have the passion, but not the means to tackle his ships on the open sea. We choose to remain in the shadows, causing our esteemed governor to keep one eye open when he sleeps and check his closet for cutthroats. Ha! He won't find us.
What makes you so sure others don't know where your hideout is?
No one knows the waters around Stros Mackay like the Restless League. We move in the shadows and lines they don't even know exist.
I thought I already had your attention. A couple of your boys tried to take the ship I sailed in on.
That was you. Unnecessary raid, I'm afraid. Captain Brennan has been moving a lot of goods for the Empire, but because of your involvement, that's one we'll have to wait on.
Well, I already took care of that one.
I hope you did it with style, but it's not good enough to get you to the League.
Look, if it's gold you pirates want.
Surely you know by now we're not about wealth and thievery. This is about honor, Redguard history, and the Imperial cancer that plagues Hammerfell.
Come on.
Scoff if you like, shore dog. But if I'm going to put my neck on the line, sailing you out to the League, you'll need to bring me a sign of trust, not gold.
Risk. Is that what you're worried about? I've taken 10 lives worth of them. And as far as I'm concerned, talking to you is one of them.
Those are your risks, not mine. Don't lecture me on your life of adventure either. I need nothing from you, and you need my help. I'm doing you a favor by staying here this long.
Here's the proof you've been waiting for. A Restless League insignia from Azara.
I don't know where you got that, Cyrus, but it will do. The insignia, scrawled as such, buys you at least an audience with the League. Climb on board. We're off before the Imperials know I'm here.
Yes, yes, yes.
There's the bastard that spoiled my raid.
That was you? I remember two jokers who couldn't handle their sabers, but you must have been hiding.
You see me now, though, don't you?
Vander.
Plain as day, right here.
Are you Basil? You're a hard man to find.
Mystery Maintenance Cyrus, what do you want?
We don't need to talk to him. Let me...
Listen here, Spotlight. I'm not here for you. I know everything you have to say. Draw your sword anytime you're ready. Where is she?
Wrong strategy this early in the dialogues. The game is to find out what the other one knows first, not show how much of the map you can't read.
Can he die now?
Step off, Shiny. We'll get to that in a minute.
See, I thought you were Azara's messenger boy, which would have granted a longer audience, but you're standing there looking like the last loose end of many.
So you lead this band?
If you say so.
So you plan to take on the Empire?
Tor did that already and died for it. The Empire won't suffer us to live against her, or a history written without her name. So there's no point to resist so overtly.
How very restless of you.
Let me cut this smartass.
I'm not suggesting the League greet the Empire with open arms. I propose we greet them with secret arms, with subtle stings, with blood and coin spilt in stealth. Sublunar threat. Our purpose is to hint ever so politely that there is no profit in Hammerfell, and no prospect of profit. When the Empire despairs of getting rich in Stros Makai, she'll turn her hand to more profitable enterprises.
Why are you still preying on Stros Makai?
My, how glibly you parrot Imperial propaganda. Perhaps an ignorant tourist like you wouldn't notice that we touch only the Empire's and Richton's ships. Excitable ship owners and Imperial fellow travelers raise a hue and cry against plunder and piracy, but the people of Stros Makai know the real targets of our activities.
I've seen the Cyrodiils expanding throughout the rest of Tamriel. You're not going to stop them.
Hark! The wise man speaks! But let me advise you, that's the worst thing you could ever say to Azara when you find her.
If there's no point in resisting, why do you stay here?
Hear that, Vander? The man thinks to probe my innermost thoughts. Should I share with him a list of my heart's desires?
Your list is too long, Basil. I'll tell mine. It's short and to the point.
Your list will be short enough, fool, if you pull that sword on me. I'm Azara's brother, and all my loose ends have led me to you.
She never mentioned a brother.
And she's been part of us for a long time now. And from her omission of reference to you, I infer little pride or confidence in you. A judgment that seems well supported in the course of our brief and none too gratifying acquaintance.
He has no idea where she is either.
Shut up.
He's got the same cordial manners as his sister, that's for sure.
When and why would Azara have ever joined you? Did her association with you get her killed?
There are some who can't admit a demise, who in the face of defeat create theories of retaliation. But the secret of theory is that truth doesn't exist. Azara disappeared appropriately into the very same void.
I hope that meant something to you because it gets me no closer to Azara. I want to know what happened to her now.
Wake up, sucker! We're thieves and we're bad guys, and Azara was a part of it whether you like it or not. In case you didn't notice, we're hiding out here. So it stands to reason if Azara isn't here, then she's in trouble. Don't you think the Empire might be able to help you solve this mystery a little better? You're wasting your time here.
What kind of trouble would she be in?
He can't help us, Basil. It's my turn now.
Come on!
All right, Simon. All right, Simon. Cutting it up. Cool.
No, he's on...
Go to hell.
Oh.
Wide open, Cyrus. For the men you killed. All right, Simon. Cool. You win, I yield.
I'm done with your bully boy. Anna left him alive.
And now the altruistic brother pup wants his bone. First, here's a bandage. Tidy yourself up, unless you were planning to use that sweet little puppy tongue to lick your wounds clean.
You like breathing, Basil?
Fine. Here's the key to Azar's lodge. We've already ransacked it for clues to her whereabouts, but maybe you can find something we couldn't. Clues, particularly in a journal, one we can't open. If you can tell me what's in the journal, I'll tell you what I know about Azara's disappearance.
That's better, much better. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Damn, better try something else.
First C26, Common Era, 864. This is my last entry. As I'm taking leave of this maddening torpor, the time to act is at hand. Basil and the rest of his lazy bulls are content to mourn our prince and hide in shadows, even while we have the very thing the governor fears most. For months my love has lain in amber, while the Empire firms its hold. Hammerfell will be lost forever if Prince Ator is not restored. I'm decided. If the League can't shake its slumber, then I will steal the soul gem as they sleep. By morning, I'll be in Stras Mackay, where there are others who might give me the help I need. Cyrus, the gypsy woman told me you would come to Stras Mackay. I laughed in her face, of course, but I leave this warning if only for respect of one's elders. If the bloodlock is opened, then I know it is you, and I ask you to heed the next. Leave me my dilemma, and go back to whatever road you love best these days. You've had ample practice.
Where is she?
I don't know. I was hoping this would tell me.
What do you know then?
When Azar joined the League, she changed its face. She gained us the attention of Prince Ator. Before Azar, we were a wild pack of nationalists with sharp swords and enthusiastic schemes. Our wanting reputation kept Ator from announcing an open affiliation, but we worked for him in secret, removing forebear traders on the mainland and killing Imperial emissaries too long lingering at our borders.
And then the war came all the way to Stros Mackay.
Where Ator should have won. He had Hunding Spire with him that day. He would turn back Tiber Septim from Hammerfell forever. The League wasn't invited to join in the battle, for discretion's sake, and we were forced to watch from afar. And at that battle we saw the face of a new empire. They sent a dragon, and no man could stand against it.
It killed Prince Ator?
Ator challenged the beast, but he never reached it. A poisoned arrow from Rigdon's henchman felled the prince just as he rushed headlong to meet the dragon.
What does this have to do with Azara?
As Ator lay dying, his wizard, the Archmage Boa, tried desperately to save his life. The dragon was upon them, and there was little time. Boa gathered Ator's life force into a soul gem just as the fire rained down. The Battle of Stros Mackay ended then, and Azara's trouble began.
Get to it.
In another story altogether, the League got its hands on the soul gem, Reservoir, the prince's power, and the narrative of wishful thinking began. The Restless League now had the means to bring back the prince. We could restore Prince Ator from the soul gem, and under his banner, fight the Battle of Stros Mackay again. This time rightly at his side. And then that little witch took it.
Azara took the soul gem?
And with it the fate of Stros Mackay. The prince's spirit within that gem was the spark to ignite a revolution. When Azara stole the soul gem, she stole from us that fire.
Where would she have gone with it?
If we knew that, you wouldn't be here right now. The only reason we let you in the hideout was to find out what you know, or what this could tell us. We both seem to still be looking for our answers yet.
I'll be back if you're lying, and I'll spare no one then.
Find the soul gem, and you'll find Azara.
Take me back to Stros Mackay.
This is bigger than your sister, Redguard! Remember that? This is about the kingdom! This is about Hammerfell now! Damn fool.
Maybe just the damn fool we need to find Azara and the soul gem.
Maybe so.
Traitor! A sharp sword will be your death. Surrender and put it down. A sharp sword will be your death. I'll spill yours yet. Traitor. You! I'll spill yours yet. Traitor. Put it down. I'll spill... Come on!
I wonder what's in there.
What will it be, traveler?
Hello, Drakius.
Cyrus, I heard that Lord Rotan got you, but that you got away. Be careful, though. Imperial patrols are everywhere now. Richton's incensed on you. A good lad. By the way, that captain you rode in with was looking for you. Brennan, that's his name. Welcome to the Dragon Tail, by the way, thesis-bound subsistence of mine, where there is good ear and ale co-equal. What can I do for you?
A drink might be nice. I'll use your ears later, maybe.
Ever ready to listen, Softskin? Let adventure thine be mine. I'll share what thoughts I can.
What can you tell me about Azara?
She frequented this establishment much before the battle in Hunting Bay. Less after, of course.
Of course.
She was a fervent one, your nestling, who hated the Empire not in hushed tones. After the occupation, she disappeared for a while.
She disappeared 3 months ago.
No, I'm talking about before that, right after the battle. Many crowns made themselves scarce then. Isara was one of them. I didn't see her for several weeks following. Later she showed up, needing a drink and rambling, intent on some decision.
What then?
The Imperials came, and I let her out through the window. I haven't seen her since.
The occupation, it seems, is taking long to consolidate, with the League about and the Imperials still hunting for wayward crowns.
Hammerfell's the defiant line of the human race still. They say some still fight the Empire on the mainland.
Is thus the Empire delayed in further expansion?
The whole wild world, the Elf Kingdoms and the Beastlands, waits to see what finally happens here in the last land of men. A word of advice. Beware the dragon tribe of the Emperor. The warrior king Tibir Septim does not tolerate rebellion. And Governor Richton has promised summary execution to any who take arms to oppose his rule.
Wouldn't dream of it, unless he's responsible for my sister's disappearance.
Even if he were responsible, perhaps it would be wise to proceed cautiously.
Cautiously, eh? If only I knew how to do that. You said the Imperials came here looking for Azara the last night you saw her.
Not specifically for Isara. The Imperials had a list of dissidents they sought. Her name was there, with names of many other crowns. Since that time, I see only forebears here.
The forebears seem to enjoy your place.
The Imperial liquor tax has forced me to serve everyone, even the city's ancestral villains.
Tell me about the crowns.
Their fire is gone since the prince was lost. few show their faces in Strosmichai. Some have passed to the mainland. Some few plot and scheme still, nursing fading dreams.
What do you think of the Restless League?
A human tribe of ill account, but whose single-mindedness is something I can fathom. Their raids upset my smuggling operations, and off thus my fair nature. Valenwood wine's hard to come by, you see, but over that, I have nothing worse to say.
You sympathize with the League, then?
Oh no, I merely noted their clannish drives, which any Argonian might admire. Being used, as we are, to honor the clan's interests about our own private affairs.
How then does an Argonian manage to leave his tribe to wander Tamriel?
You refer to me? I do not wander, Redguard. This is a settled study for me, from which I'll add to the wealth of wisdoms when I return to my clan.
I myself was a victim of these raids.
More obstacle, I'd suspect, than victim. The raids had ended, it seemed, but your mischance may be token of renewed troubles the sailors speak of. The League is marshalling anew its forces, or so the rumor goes.
Some second battle of Strosmichai?
True, it sounds unlikely, but they are dagger lads, the Restless League, and they vow to make war again.
How have the denizens of Black Marsh resisted the Empire so long?
1,000 miles of swamp, bog, and stink aren't attractive to most humans. And terror of the Kanatan flu still holds most at bay. But our days of testing will come.
What's your subject of study?
The other, of course. Those ones not skinned in scale. We see that Septine's tribes will not be long satisfied with the thrones of men and the elder race. One day they will come to Black Marsh. Argonians have lost land once before, when we did not know our enemy.
I see, and what better place to learn the wants of men than at the bar?
There are other places. Universities, the military, the magical guild. But I aim to chart man's geography of desire, which is most readily charted when he is drunk and blathering. Is this your first visit to Strosmichai, Cyrus?
Aye, but the occupation makes it seem less so. With the Imperial standards aloft at port, it seems like any other vassal town of Cyrodiil.
But for the unrest of like blood?
The only blood I care about is my sister's. As far as I'm concerned, new kingless Hammerfell has gone its way.
Your apathy is decidedly reptilian.
I don't know how to take that coming from you. What are you talking about?
This tavern, of course, both site and subsidy of my studies, as well as a fine storehouse of spirit.
Well, I met the League.
And?
Evidently, Azara was an important member. They seem sort of ragtag, but there's something about their leader that worries me.
What did they say about your sister?
They've been hunting for her themselves for a while. They only let me into the hideout to find out what I knew. I've been to the League hideout. They say that Azara was in the League and mentioned that they were preparing for a counterattack against the Empire, but that she put a stop to that.
How?
She stole a soul gem from them. If I can find it, I can find her. What have you heard of soul gems, Drekius? I need to get my hands on one.
Such arts are practiced in Black Marsh, but we use unhatched eggs in place of gems. The practice was outlawed for a while in the previous era because such magic was so prone to error. But after the Mages Guilds were founded, the ban on soul gems were lifted. You should try asking someone at the guild here to find out more.
I think I got away too easy. Like maybe the governor is watching me, hoping I'll lead him to Azara.
So you saw no sign of her in the catacombs?
There was a section closed off from me, true, but I don't think she was in there. The governor admitted he would have executed her if he knew where to find her. I don't think he cared enough about me to lie to me. The observatory's fixed. Now I can use the telescope.
Astrology fan, are you?
It'll help me somehow, I'm sure. I've helped the Yokudans solve their problem. The gypsy woman figures she owes me one now.
Never hurts to have a wizard on your side.
Drekius, you mentioned taking part in some smuggling operations.
Minor stuff is all, and mostly nil, now that the governor's men are keeping such tabs on me.
What can you tell me about the smuggler's den?
It's run by some upright from the north, a quick-to-anger sort, and he only talks to members of the den.
What's the smuggler's den password?
They've changed it ever since the Empire's been keeping such an eye on the Dragon Tail. But I'm sure some people about town could be persuaded to give it up.
I've come across the legend of the Flask of Lilandro.
That bug's got you too, A lot of people on this island are looking for it. Even the Empire, I hear.
What would they want with it?
The scuttlebutts, they want it for an invasion of Somerset Isle to help them dispel its magical defenses. Leastways, be advised that the Flask's burial ground is well sought by more dubious parties than you.
A lot of people are looking for the flask. Anybody in particular?
There's a Breton about town, loud and lit to hear, by the name of Crendel. He was in a few weeks back, bragging about having a piece of a map.
A map showing where the flask is buried.
Yeah, but Crendel's a drunk, so make of it what you like.
I'd better keep moving. Can we talk later?
Anytime, anytime.